Guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel or simply not yet subscribed, I'm Brittany. This is my daughter, Freya. And definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button for us. It only takes 2 seconds to do and it helps so much. So, hobgoblins are a form of house fairies. And they're comparable to house spirits such as brownies or other fairy kinds such as fairies, elves, gnomes, leprechauns, sprites, imps, and pixies. The French term for a hobgoblin is Lutin. So essentially they are the same thing, just the French version. A Lutin is the male terminology. However, if you were referring to a female, you would say Lutin. They're tricksters and they like to play pranks. Which side you're on is whether or not those pranks will be harmless or not. You can also choose whether or not to be invisible. So that goes for most of the fairy realm. And if you've ever seen the Spiderwick Chronicles, kind of think about that. Like, they can choose whether or not that they want us to see them. In some tales, it's actually believed that a Lutin will become invisible by putting on a red cap with 2 feathers. They're shapeshifters and they actually really like taking the form of house pets. However, they also enjoy turning into rabbits, and they typically like to take the form of an animal with white fur. Lutin can be good or bad in nature. A good Lutin may perform tasks for you, such as doing some cleaning while you're sleeping, which would be so nice. However, a bad Lutin will misplace objects and make messes. And like most fairies, they're not a fan of salt, and they won't cross it. They're described as kind of looking like a goblin. They can be a little emotional, kind of temperamental, but even the bad Lutin are never actually evil. So a house fairy is exactly what it sounds like. It's a fairy and not like a fairy with wings, like any sort of the fairy realm creature, or any sort of creature from the fairy realm that lives in a house that either is currently inhabited by humanity or was previously inhabited by humanity. So if a Lutin likes you, they will actually act like a guardian to you. And they will do everything in their power to protect you. But if they're angered, they will do things like hide your shoes, tie laces together, or even put pebbles in them. And I step on enough things that my son likes to put in my shoes, so I can understand how that would get frustrating rather quickly. Since a Lutin can make themselves invisible, you won't see them when their pranks are happening, but you might be able to hear them giggling. These creatures can be charmed or bribed into becoming guardians as well. They're simply just nice to them, or you leave them offerings, might just end up on their good side, which is definitely what you want. In exchange for just being kind, giving them affection, or leaving them offerings, they will guard your children, animals, the house, and the land. I feel like you get a lot in return for just simple acts of kindness. They will also do some housework while you're sleeping. Lutin are known to exist in France or areas where the main language is French, which makes sense because they are the French version of a hobgoblin. They're actually extremely powerful, and they can move through solid rock, water, and air without experiencing any disadvantages. Basically, nothing slows them down but salt. You know, we all have our kryptonite. Right, Freya? Yeah, we all have our kryptonite. Lutin can also teleport and are known to tangle horses' manes into elf locks, as well as damaging farming equipment. And even though Lutin are the French versions of hobgoblins, they are also known in the Sapni region of Scandinavia. And a version of Lutin, which is why this is all part of the Christmas videos, a version of Lutin are actually said to help Santa Claus deliver presents to children all around the world. So maybe the elves that we think of when we think of Santa are actually Lutin. Maybe they're actually little hobgoblins, and that's why they look different than the elves that are like the ones that in mythology you think of when you think of an elf. You think of this taller being and not this short little creature with pointed ears that grabs presents or makes toys. Right? Right. Freya will be 4 months old soon. She's getting so big. This is her first Christmas. First Christmas. And she's so close to rolling from her back to her belly, which is very impressive, right? Yeah, it is. Oh. I hope that you guys have a wonderful holiday season. Make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, we love you. Bye. Say bye.